the best thing I've ever done. Yeah, my name's actually John-Baptiste, and I was a member of the boy band The Risk that was on X Factor. It's been live, there's been a lot of energy, a massive crowd, so yeah man, it's good to be here. I used to sell cocaine in Argentina, and then I had a run-in with some triads, and they chopped my leg off. Joke, that's not my background. I was brought up in care, lived in London my whole life. I was brought up in care since the age of about 3 or 4. I became a Christian when I was about 13. I got suspended from my first primary school because I kicked my head teacher in the nose. I was real angry being in foster care, a lot of rejection. But fortunately I came to have a relationship with God at a relatively young age. At about 13 years old, I really asked God to be my father. And there was an amazing transformation when I came to know God. And He's blessed me. I just graduated from Cambridge, and that was something that has shocked so many people that knew me from the past. God has really blessed me. He's taught me how to live, and He's really developed and still is developing my character. Whoa, life since the X Factor has been interesting. Got some real good offers from some labels which I'm praying about. A lot of press, a lot of interviews, a lot of crazy girls on the street who inflate my head. But yeah, I've just taken some time out to rest outside of all of that and try and hear God and hear what He's saying for the next season in my life. Basically, me feeling that I couldn't commit to this band for the long haul because I really didn't know where my future lied, and obviously in that intense kind of machine of the X Factor, you've got to really know that you want to be there and that you're committed for whatever journey you have ahead of you. And I didn't want to kind of mislead the boys, Charlie, Derry and Andy, and mislead them into thinking that, yeah, I'm really keen, and then I quit at the end of the show and put their future in jeopardy. It was a really hard moment for me and for them, and there was a lot of disappointment, but one thing that I respect about them is that they respected my decision and they supported me, and I'll still text the guys and they'll text me, and we have a kind of texting relationship. But in terms of like close friendships, I hope to stay in contact, but you just never know. I mean, they are gonna go on and do big things, and so am I, so you just don't know where we'll meet and when we'll meet. But I got so much love for them, and I know they got love for me. Part of me going on to X Factor and hoping to get that platform was to really do music and obviously love that and get some good offers after the show, but also to just be a good role model. I feel like God's blessed my life, and I feel like it can help people. And that still remains my motive, that still remains my incentive to do what I love, but also to be an example and to communicate something positive to the people that listen to my music. I'm a practice. I love God. I'm kingdom all the way. I want God's kingdom to come on this earth. I want the love and teaching of Jesus to transform our society. If I was to get big in that sort of superficial sense, I'd like to think that the love of God I can't be separated from it. I think that nothing beats God and His love. And if I was to kind of neglect God for fame and girls and money, it'll be a sad case for me. I've lost out, and I'm missing out on the fellowship that I have with God. King David in the Bible was the king of Israel. He had all the girls at his feet. He was the equivalent of Obama, but he still acknowledged that he wanted to be in the courts of God and to inquire in His temple and gaze upon the beauty of the Lord. And if someone so great can say it, then who am I to say I want to do anything different? God's presence is the best place to be, and I would like to say that I wouldn't sacrifice anything for that, and I hope that I've demonstrated that with the whole X Factor journey. Before I went on X Factor, I was aware of the UK gospel scene, if you want to call it that. I was a real fan of Reign Triumph, people like Governor B, people from Soul Survivor, Tim Hughes, Matt Redman. But for me, I've always kind of questioned, how do you be an authentic Christian but also be a real light in a dark world? And it strikes me that sometimes, you know, a lot of the gospel artists cater for a Christian audience, and I really wanted to experiment. And I used the X Factor, and it was a learning curve for me, and I'm still learning and I'm still praying. But I love what's happening in the gospel world. I love some of the music that's coming out and the passion that people have for Jesus. It's inspiring. I want to collaborate with everyone. Faith Child, Governor, this guy Timothy, I think they're all amazing rappers, Jahazel. I think they're all amazing rappers and they've got mad energy on stage. But, you know, I don't know. I need to just pray and hear what God is calling me to do with my life. If I could say anything to the people who are listening, it would be to just live for God, live for God's kingdom. There are so many opportunities when you dedicate your life. You know, since I've given my life to God, God has blessed me. I've gone to Cambridge. That would not have happened had I not been a Christian. You know, I've travelled to some amazing places because of that opportunity. I've worked in Parliament. I've known God. God's worked on my character. God's given me some beautiful friends, and God has literally transformed my life in a spiritual and practical way. And don't get kind of distracted by short-term offers of the world, of carnality, but really pursue God and live the way He calls you to live in His Word, because the real rewards come with God, not temporary satisfaction. Yo, what's up? My name is John-Baptiste, and this is gospelcypher.com.